Okay, so we're back to the part 2 to the previous video. So, I know I'll probably be scattered, but anyways, so after when you go through all of that, like, all of the death, and then like this previous year, like, like, the divorce, and then like I remarried and, got with Johnny, and like totally everything was like wonderful, and it still is. But like when you have that happy note, and it's like, everything's going so good, everything's um you know going the way it should be, and then all of a sudden, boom, my mama dies. And so that sort of made me like spiral, sort of, like for a while, like with just how I could just make it without her, which I done really good. But however, I couldn't talk about her, I just sort of dealt with it in my own way, and it was, I relied more on God, and just done a lot of praying. So, you know, pretty much, I mean, after when you go through these big blowouts with like, all the crap with the divorce, the exes, and all this kind of mess, and then all that kind of crap, and then um, dealing with the deaths, and then like this surgery crap that I've got to come up with. It's just like, wow, you know? And so I really had to step back and just be like, look, you know, God's in control. I've always known God's in control. But I just had to step back and be like, look, it's going to be okay. Because I was literally carrying that around with me. And I was like, what in the world's going to happen next? That's what, like, but we can't sit and ponder on what could happen, what's going to happen, um, because God didn't give us the spirit of fear or any of that mess or of worrying. But we are human, and we do that, especially when you have all these kind of incidents that happen in your life, and they occur back to back, 3 deaths in a row, and all this kind of mess. Which, like I've said previously, I've gotten to where it's not that I'm used to it, but like I've experienced so much death in my life, like my mom, my dad, grandma, grandpa's. I've just experienced a lot of that at an early age. But then when, like, pretty much the last thing, like my grandma pretty much was like my mom. I could just rely on her with anything. And then just like that final blow, it's like, wow. But the amazing thing is, I didn't think that I could make it. I didn't. I really didn't. I didn't even think I'd go to her funeral, but I did. Like, I literally didn't think I could do it. And I did. Like I said, I went there and sang at her funeral and everything. But His grace is so sufficient. Like, it is. It's so sufficient. And, like there's times when your heart just hurts so bad. It's like literally, it's not like, like heartaches, like, like having heart trouble, like, physically. But it's a literally drenching heartache. It's like your heart is hurts, and it's so heavy through all of the crap that you've been through, and it's just like there were times that it was just so heavy. And I could literally feel it. It was like within my spirit. I just felt so, just my heart hurt so bad. My heart hurt for others. My heart hurt for my kids. They experienced a lot through the deaths and stuff, and it was just like my heart hurt. And so, even during those times, like, God continued to show out, because even during the times that my heart hurt like that, my soul and body, God was there, and God knew that even when I was feeling that way, He was carrying me. And I literally can't thank Him enough. Like, I can't, because um, the strength that you don't think you have, like if you're, like, say if somebody's going to pass away, and like it's like the last family member that you have, or somebody that's really close to you, you think that you cannot get through that mess. You think that, how are you going to make it? But the strength that you have, even like, you have to have faith. That's the key to everything. You've got to have faith. You've got to believe that, there's a God there, and He's on the throne, and He wants to carry, whatever burdens we have. He wants to. And it's normal for us to hurt and experience the loneliness part and the grief and stuff like that. But He doesn't want us to carry it with us, always, But if you have faith and, knowing that it's just a battle, and once you get through that battle, you're going to be stronger than ever before. And I'm just very, very thankful, because there were times, like, even when my mom died, it was just like, my mama's death really took the best of me. It took me literally 5 or 6 years to accept her death. I was really sinking and getting deeper and deeper into this big dark hole. That's when, previously after that, I started a YouTube channel, because I just needed to, I needed more, you know what I mean? And YouTube has been a way for me to, of course, meet new people's, their testimonies that they've been through, their smiles, their encouragement. There's people on here that cracks me up. I can just be watching their videos and they crack me up. But, God just, with all of that, He's seen a way to get me out of that mess. And, one thing that we're certain is none of us are promised tomorrow. And I guess the reason why I'm getting on this, because I was thinking, in the previous video I had talked about, how you just can't believe, how can it be, that, your loved ones are gone? How can it all be taken away from you so swiftly and so quickly? So I was thinking that, and, I got to thinking, people makes all of these, and I've done it before, New Year's resolutions where you want to lose weight, or you're not going to shop as much, or all this kind of mess. But most of that crap that people do, New Year's resolutions, they end up failed. All of that crap gets put under the bus, and it's all failed. Most of it's material things. But we should all, this new year that comes up, we should all pray for, a better new year, and pray for people's health and all of that stuff. There goes a rabbit. You probably can't see it. He went that way. Pray for health and peace and strength and courage and wisdom and guidance. That's what I was thinking. That's the things that I want, because this crap down here, it don't matter. I mean, of course, we're put down here for a reason, and I'm not saying, being alive doesn't matter. I'm talking about the materialistic things. This crap don't matter. Whenever it's all said and done, it's going to be what kind of life you lived, and, who you helped, who you encouraged. And I just want to, always let others know that, none of us are perfect, and we all got to strive daily, and we all got to live, we got to laugh, and we got to love. That's why on my side, my time's ticking down. If you notice, I'm just a sassy, crazy in a good way, but individual. The reason being is because I know how life is. I know how the hurt that we go through as people, the hurt of losing loved ones. I know what life's about, but I also know, even though we go through that, we can still laugh, we can still live, and we can still love, because it's up to us, each individual person, to make a difference in this world. And I've learned the hard way, like, don't carry your crap on your shoulders by yourself. Don't do it, because it only gets you further down, and you feel like, you know, you can't carry it, which you can't. You know, God's the one that's got to carry that mess for you. But that is my coffee chat for today. I've got on here and done a lot of rambling and stuff that was on my mind. But anyways, God is good, and I just can't thank him enough, and I'm looking forward to this new year. I'm looking forward to this new year. Even though I have to have surgery, it's going to be a better start. I believe that it's going to be a brighter year, and looking forward what God has in store for us, and I know that God has a plan for you guys as well. So we just got to live our life the fullest and trust in him and take one day at a time and know that this too shall pass, and whatever comes our way, guess what? God's one step in front of us, and he knows what we're going to face. He knows. We shouldn't worry. But these girls are already sleeping. Look. God love them. They're sleeping. But anyways, I love you guys, and this is the end of this chat, so talk to you guys later.